Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I was going to do an install video of several accessories that I have purchased for my Road Glide Special, but unfortunately due to hitting some snags with a few parts and some time constraints, I started installing them as they were coming one by one. So instead of doing an install video, I'm just quickly going to do an overview of each part that I installed and talk about potentially some issues that you may have encountered, well at least I did, on the way. So the first part that I installed is the air cleaner insert. I just wanted to mix things up a little bit and get rid of that very bland and plain 114 insert that comes on the intake. And so I was able to find something a little different. I kind of liked it, and so that's what I went with. And what I also installed is a matching tank insert as well. Obviously, doesn't get any simpler than this. It's a double-sided tape on this piece, and just 2 screws here, and I think it gives a nice little accent to the bike. So next thing that I installed are these air deflectors. Obviously, same thing on the other side. I like the fact that it matches nicely to the black denim paint on the bike. The install on this thing is actually pretty simple. You use a bolt that comes with this. It goes right into the tap thread that's already on the frame. On the bottom, you use a compression fitting, nut or whatever you want to call it. Basically, as you start threading, it'll expand and fill in the gap, and it's super simple to install. Problem is, the nut that came with this kit was probably about 1 millimeter or so smaller, so I couldn't use it. So I basically wound up, sourcing my own bolt and a nut and a washer to put on the bottom, and that's really it. So in order to get to that, I just have to remove the side panel. It's pretty tight fit, but it's very doable. So the next thing that I installed was the 4-point docking hardware kit. It's super simple install. Just 2 bolts. You do have to remove your saddlebags to get to the bolts. Otherwise, it is pretty straightforward. However, again, I went with an aftermarket, not the Harley part, so the issue that I ran into is the bolts that they sent me was the wrong thread. Not a big deal. Just took a quick trip to a local hardware store, picked up 4 new bolts, and that's basically it. And next thing that I installed are the front signature LED turn signals. So they look super cool. I like the fact that they're smoked. One thing that was a little bit of I wouldn't call it an issue, I just didn't expect it. The fitting on these things is super tight, so you do have to give it a little bit of quite a bit of force in order to pop them in place. I was worried a little bit that the clips would actually crack as I was installing them, but no, they fit fine. Like I said, they do require quite a bit of pressure to put on. So let me quickly show you what they look like. So the next thing that I installed are the rear signature LED turn signals. The install is super simple. These do fit a little bit easier than the front ones. So let me quickly show you what they look like. And last but not least is a Memphis Shades spoiler windshield in dark black smoke, and I went with a 6.5 inch in size. Initially, I have purchased a 5.5 inch, and it's a little bit of an interesting story, but the first windshield that came, they shipped me a completely different windshield, so I had to send it back. They sent me a replacement, and that one looked like it was used and had a bunch of scratches on it, so I had to return it. But before I did, I actually installed it and went for a ride, and I didn't like it actually. I did still feel quite a bit of buffeting over my helmet, so the air just wasn't moving where I wanted it to be. So I returned it and I got 6.5 inches. I have not ridden the bike yet. The weather has been pretty terrible. So hopefully I can ride it sometime soon. And once I do, on the next video, I'll give you guys an update on what my thoughts and feelings are. Alright guys, so that was a quick overview of the new accessories that I just installed on a 2022 Road Glide Special. I have several other accessories that's going to be coming in shortly, so do stay tuned for the future updates. As always, if you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.